The emblem of the Southern Cross. It was on that very day that the aircraft bearing the mark of the Southern Hemisphere brought about the defeat of Laysath forces. But the story barely made the news, and the army showed no apparent reaction. Almost nightly, Laysath's commanding officer, Diego Gaspar Navarro, plays host to grand banquets within Gaia's Tower. This evening, he is once again proudly trumpeting the glory of his airborne fortress. I've heard the speech so many times, it feels like I wrote it. Which, in a way, is a good thing, because it lets me concentrate on enjoying the food instead. As I gazed out the window at the night sky, I felt as if even the phases of the moon were somehow at odds with those of the Northern Hemisphere. The words of a fellow reporter, who fancied himself a connoisseur of fine wine, really got me thinking about the price of the glass of wine in my hand. One glass of it is roughly equivalent to several years of a Laysathian citizen's salary. Haven't the long years of civil war left Laysath an impoverished and war-torn nation? Whatever the case, much is unclear about the flow of money in Laysath. Ever since I arrived here, I've only covered stories the military had approved. However, this particular mystery just might be worth investigating on my own. The idea was nothing more than the product of an idle mind. At least at the time.
Okay, let's get started with a report of the situation. I think our best option under the circumstances would be to head towards Santa Elva. Santa Elva is a strategic location that we have to pass through to get to the capital, Griswold. However, there are several other strategic points on the way to Santa Elva. Which points you choose and in what order you do so is up to you. It looks like your decisions will affect the course of this battle. I know it's an immense responsibility, but there's no one else to count on. We're relying on you to get us through this. It appears that the enemy's Miller unit is gathering at King's Hill. It looks like they're trying to take back Port Patterson. I wonder what they're up to. Next, we have reports that the Allied Davis unit is cut off at Stand Canyon. Gleipnir took off from Puna Base and is currently standing by at Terminus Island. With the long strike range of the Gleipnir, there's not much our forces can do. It appears that the enemy is moving towards Stand Canyon to eliminate our remaining forces. We'll need those remaining forces in our attack on Santa Elva, so I think we should probably send help. If left alone, they'll be helpless against the aerial fortress, just like what happened to us at Cape Aubrey. Also, Santa Elva is a key location for the enemy, and I think they'll concentrate their forces there. We'll have major problems if they send in their aerial fortress. I'll give you more details once you decide on a route. Please tell me which route you plan to take.
Hello everybody, it's me Keese, and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Combat X. In the last one, we freed Port Patterson from Laysath. That's right, we are taking steps. Small ones, but still steps, to free our country of Aurelia. So, in this one, we're given the choice to choose what mission we're going to do next. And this is actually a thing in Ace Combat X, is that you were given a choice of what you wanted to do first, and depending on your choice, it can actually change the outcome of the story, and which missions you choose, and also what happens in the missions. So, if you heard Crux there earlier, he said something about enemy forces trying to take back Port Patterson. So we might wanna you know, take care of that first. We don't want to lose our foothold. So, let's do that. Let's go to King's Hill.
Lasath's Miller unit is meeting up at King's Hill. Based on the sheer strength of the enemy force, an offensive aimed at retaking Port Patterson appears imminent. A partially completed highway runs directly from King's Hill straight into the heart of Port Patterson. The enemy intends to use this highway to swiftly spearhead its way through our defenses. Their ground forces must be destroyed if Port Patterson is to remain ours. Our soldiers are in a precarious position. If they are attacked now, they will have no choice but to abandon the port. One more thing. On the highway leading to Port Patterson, there is a tunnel. If an enemy tank makes it to the tunnel, it will be beyond the reach of any air assault. If even one enemy tank enters the tunnel, our mission will fail. Please make sure this doesn't happen.
Well, that seems pretty tight mission parameters, but yeah. That's one thing I don't like about this mission. This mission is alright. That's one thing I really don't like about this mission, is the fact that you let just one tank in, and then the entire mission fails, which kind of sucks. So yeah, let me just find the next plane I'm going to be using. And here it is. Well, here she is. The Raphael M. So, I like this plane. This is my favorite plane in pretty much the entire world. I just think it looks beautiful. And so we will be arming standoff dispensers, which are actually really good. Yeah, hello everybody. I'm back. I just died because I suck and my hands are sweaty. And I was talking a bunch, and well, yeah. So I guess I'll be cutting out that death because that was dumb. But I should probably just be focusing on the main mission instead of like trying to do what I did earlier. But let's kill this A6E. Let's just get behind him. Nice and easy. Fire 2 missiles and he should be dead. Yep. But we want to keep our radar at that because as you can see, this map is actually quite big. And so I will be using my afterburners a lot, but hey. I have my standoff missiles equipped, which is pretty nice. They are really useful for this mission because, well, rather than telling you, I'll demonstrate, because these are really good against just clustered enemies in general. So we just wanna, screw you, I don't wanna pull up. We just wanna aim at the vehicle, because I think that's the one in the middle. Follow the road pretty much, and fire. And then, as you can see, it's not heading towards them, it kills them all in just one go. Which is why I like this thing, because, why I like standoff missiles, or standoff dispensers. Well, they are nice because they are really good at killing clustered enemies, which is what we have here. So yeah, and they have a really long range, and they deal quite a bit of damage as well. The only problem is if you're trying to attack something in well, if you are trying to hit something that's underneath something, because then they just don't hit. But other than that, these are pretty good missiles. So we just want to line up again and do that. And we are flying the Raphael M, which I did that again. I should stop calling this thing the Raphael because it's the Rafale. I think that's how you pronounce it at least. It's just that I keep calling it the Raphael because when I was younger and I first played this game, I read it as Raphael, like the name, but it's not. Just avoid that. And oh, he also avoided it. Interesting. Okay. Usually the AI isn't smart enough to do that. I probably haven't been playing Ace in a long time. Well, hard. But yeah, I like the Rafale. The Rafale is, in my opinion at least, the most beautiful modern fighter. Well, relatively modern at least, but hey, fighter in existence. So yeah, I just like how it looks. So we just want to continue, like, we can try fighting those fighters, but you just get bogged down, which is what I did in the failed attempt. which I won't be showing because... oh crap, whoa, 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 whoa. Just do that. And missed. Oh, I should have aimed for the vehicle, shouldn't I? Okay, this is gonna suck. So we just wanna do a loop, essentially, and yeah, as you can see, the mission is kind of getting just a teeny bit harder. Not that harder. I mean, this mission isn't that hard, but it'll get a teeny bit harder just because multiple units will start showing up at the same time. As you can see, we got a guy on our tail, which isn't good, but hey, we are flying. Ah, crap! He's locked onto us. Okay, let's just do that. If you haven't noticed, this thing has a really long lock-on range. Oh wait, wrong missiles. Oops. Yeah. Let's just go for that F1. And there's also star units which I need to mention. Oh crap. He's spacing me and he's dead now. So let's kill this star unit. They give you something special as well if you kill them, which is nice. And yeah, as you can see, multiple groups, waves, if you want to call them that, of enemies have come, which will make our job a bit more difficult, but not that difficult. They still die in essentially one shot because of these lovely standoff dispensers. So let's just get rid of them. Just make sure all of them die in one shot. Yep. And oh, they actually know that I have a Southern Cross on me. Okay. I thought the military paid no attention to that, according to the cutscene, but apparently not. They did. Okay, that's interesting. And we still got that group over there, but I think this should be the last, or if not, second to last wave. And there's one thing that I really hate about this mission, and it's these mountains in between, just because they keep on... Normally I just crash into them. I just crash into them because I'm a terrible pilot. Not really, but yeah, I just crash into them because I'd be flying too low or doing something, trying to do something fantasy. So yeah, and we want to just miss the guy completely. Sure, and oh, an AA gun. Yeah, okay, I think this is the last group. Maybe not. I don't remember this mission being very long. I think this should be the last group. Yep, it is. Alright, we stop the enemy advance into Port Patterson.
We've succeeded in preventing the Miller unit from invading Port Patterson. Laysath forces are in retreat. Let's hope they've learned their lesson and think twice before trying to take Port Patterson again.
Alright, so another successful mission. We essentially stopped the enemy from taking back our foothold in this area, which is nice. So, we will see which mission we will do next time. Bye.